What's up? It's your boy Mean Green, aka Prince of the Ghetto, coming again, and I want to talk about something on this topic right here. I was just thinking, we often feel sorry for people that knew better but didn't do better, and bad things happen to them because of the decisions that they made. And we feel sorry for them, like why they had to happen to them, but the whole time it was really their fault why that bad thing happened to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if someone gets lung cancer for smoking cigarettes, for years they've been smoking cigarettes. We've been seeing the commercial. Cigarette cause lung cancer. Cigarettes, they have people on them cigarette commercials. Can't talk anymore. Need breath machines and all type of things. And people still smoke cigarettes. They know that eventually their health is going to catch up with them from smoking all those cigarettes. And then all of a sudden, bam, they got lung cancer now. Now they're in the hospital dying. And then the people close to them, or the friends and the loved ones, they feeling sorry for them, sad. And I was just thinking, should we really feel sorry for them? If it was their fault, they knew better, but they just didn't do better. You get what I'm saying? Like, now that they on their deathbed about to die because of the decision that they made to continue smoking those cigarettes, knowing that those cigarettes was messing with their health. Should we feel sorry for them? Like, should we be sad and upset because of the choice that they made on their life? And they knew better, but just didn't do better? You know what I'm saying? It's like people that do drugs. You see these crackheads, heroin heads, and all of a sudden, the ones that pop pills doing all the hard drugs. And then suddenly you hear about them dying over an overdose. Or they in the hospital because they OD and they fighting for their lives, Should we feel sorry for them? Because that they knew that doing those drugs was bad for their health. But they continue to do it. And now they OD, maybe die, or they fighting for their life. And I know we love them and we want the best for them. But they chose that decision. They chose to continue doing drugs. They knew that drugs was bad for their health. But still, they continued to take the drugs. They continued to get high off the drugs. And we watched them, And all of a sudden, now they fighting for their life, or maybe die from ODing off those hardcore drugs. I'm like, it's bad that that happened, but should we feel sorry? Like I say, for them choosing that for their life. They knew those drugs was going to eventually catch up. It's like they didn't care about their life or something. So I'm saying, should we be sad and moping around because they chose that on their life? Inquiring minds want to know, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. People choose stuff like that for their lives, and the consequence that they have to suffer for doing it. And like I say, they knew better, but still chose to do that. Same thing like these YN, these young niggas. They out here gang. Got the straps, got the guns. See they ops, they shooting, they in the street shooting, doing their thing. As they claim, they doing their thing. And all of a sudden, your young nephew, son, cousin, whoever, just got caught for a murder charge. And now the judge that gave him life, the judge gave him 100 years. And you, the loved one, is sad, upset. Should you be upset, really? No, you knew that he was out here with these guns, hanging with these youngsters. You knew that he was up to no good. And he chose to commit that murder. Should we be sad that he caught all those years now? that he got to suffer the consequence. His life is gone. Or Lil Mike May got killed. He was living that life. He didn't do dirt, and now the dirt came back on him. Now he gone because of street war, street activity. Should the loved one be sad? Because you knew he was living that street life. A lot of you parents and people that be catching them youngsters, y'all know what they out there doing. And then when things catch up to them, when karma come for them, they either die, lose their life, or they end up spending the rest of their life away from in the penitentiary somewhere. And the loved ones around them, they knew that now. All of a sudden they sad. Should they really be sad though? I mean, they knew that what type of life they was living. Should you really be sad about that? I had to think about that because I got some young cousins, they committed a robbery, and they end up killing the owner of the store, in Mississippi, which is a white woman. And man, I had to think I was upset, I was feeling like, dang, I freed him. But I mean, they chose that. That was the decision that they made, which they knew wasn't right. Should I feel sorry for them now that they locked up and life finna get thrown away? I love them. We should love them. But at the same time, if we see them doing it, we need to be trying to correct them. Instead of waiting until the consequence happen, and now we say, we hollering free them, free him, R.I.P. with their faces on shirts. Because of the life that they chose. And that's their own life. Should we be upset? That's the cards that were dealt to them. That's what they chose. That's the hand that they played. Should we be sad about that? Hey, same thing like these young females. They know all these diseases out here. They want to wild out there having sex with Tom, Dick, and Harry. A lot of them selling coochie young, 16, 17, out here selling themselves. Knowing that these dudes got disease and stuff, but they chasing that dollar. They don't care. And then all of a sudden now they may caught the worst STD. They got HIV now. Should we be sad that they caught that and they sickly now? And they chose to open their legs and let that man do what he do for them funky $40, $50. They knew that went right. Should we be sad about that? Then you got the younger, they out here having multiple sex, with multiple partners. Now they got kids. They got three kids by 3 different baby daddies. Now they living a hard life trying to raise those kids. And people feeling sorry for them. I feel sorry for those kids, but that's the choice that she made. Should we be sad by the choice that other people made for themselves? I just be thinking because I think like, nah, I don't want to do this because this can happen. I look at the end result on things. And a lot of people, they think like that too. Common sense. There's human nature. They think like this can happen, but they don't care. They still chose to do that. And then when the consequences come to them, now they want you to feel sorry for them or they hurting. But see, like I say, if you knew better, you should do better. And there's a lot of examples that these youngsters and other people can look at. Like I say, the cigarette commercials, they got commercials of people telling you what happened to them for smoking. And you still chose to gamble with your life to do that. And then when it happened to you, now you want people to feel sorry. You want to be sorry now. No, you should have been sorry before it happened. You shouldn't even start. You should have quit smoking. You know what I'm saying? You young niggas in the streets, you deep in the streets with these guns, you need to stay out them streets, man. Because it's coming for you. A bad consequence is coming. If you in them streets with the gun, gang. You're going to either get got in the grave or you're going to get got in that penitentiary. It's too many examples, man. And these youngsters see that and they still act like they don't care until it happened to them. Then when it happened to them, I'm sorry now, they want, should we feel sorry for them? That's what I'm asking. A lot of people do things, I know we got love for our people, but if we telling them and they still chose to go down that bad road and it finally happened to them, I'm just wondering, should we be feeling sorry for them for what they chose, the decisions that they made? Should we feel sorry about that? I mean, I just want to know, And anybody watching this, let me know how you feel. Would you feel sorry and, you think that they should get another chance if they murdered somebody's young daughter, somebody's young son? You think they should, get a second chance, or we should feel sorry and try to help? I'm sure some may regret it, but that's just the consequences of they action of what they did. Now they got to live with it. And I'm saying, should we follow along and be sad for them? Like, oh, let our hearts be heavy and ache for them for the choices that they chose? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I just be thinking, and people make their own decisions. I'm looking at it like that now, because I was one that used to get sad about, dang, why they do that? Dang, why they had to happen to them? But they made those mistakes continue doing what they was doing. And they knew that was wrong. But like I said, once it catch them, now it happened to them, now they want everybody feeling sad, And my thing is, should we? And that's what they chose to do with their life. I'm just saying. It's your boy, Mean Green. Love, and I'm about.